Hi, Jill. Can you hear me okay? Hello, hello. Okay, good. So, just so you know, it's the first of the month, so it's basically cheat day. I'm being bad. So, I'm going to be drinking on that because it is 80 something with the heat index. It's like 90 something. Um, and all we have is a tiny little box fan. It is hot. So, I'm drinking all the liquids, water, the Mountain Dew, anything else I can get my hands on, I'm drinking it. I think it's like 92 here. It feels like 92. As you can see, I did my hair. I need to fix this side though in the back because I didn't quite get that right. I need to take it in a little bit more in the back, just on this like little spot here. So I'm going to be doing that later with some help from the hubby. What is on my screen? I wanted to do this outside and I wanted to go on the back porch because it's quieter back there. The front porch is where all the, it's facing the street. So I didn't want to go on the front porch because I didn't want cars going by and all that noise. Thank you. But yeah, I didn't want all that noise from sitting on the front porch. So I went to the back porch and there was only like a tiny little bar of Wi-Fi for our internet. It didn't pick up like the full thing or even like half of it. So I was like, it was like taking forever to load. And I'm like, never mind. I think I'll just go back inside, which it's a little cooler inside anyway. But maybe I'll do another video outside with my phone. Maybe I'll take it to my favorite spot. Here. Yes, it is cooler in the evening. However, it's also louder. The front, like everybody and their mother comes outside and um it's ridiculously loud in the evening. So even if I were to go to the back and try to do it that way, it would still be pretty loud. um I think you might be the only one showing up, which is cool. That's okay. Hi, Kathy. I just got done watching your video. I was just saying how I thought Jill was going to be the only one. I would love to tell some of the people to hush, but I don't think they take too kindly to that. Oh my goodness. So how are you doing, Kathy? I know you had that bowl of cereal at like 2 a.m. I'll tell you right now, I ate an entire pizza today, but it's also my cheat day. So I had the pizza. I didn't eat it all in one sitting. I ate like some of it after we got home from running errands, and then I just ate the other part of it for dinner. I I love carbs too much, Kathy. So that's part of the reason I'm diabetic, to be honest. It's not the sugars. Like, I don't eat a lot of like sweets. So it is like my pasta and my bread and my cereals, um, and my pizza. I was bad today. But man, again, this is a cheat day. So I'm not too worried about it. Um, but yeah, I've had an entire pizza today, throughout the day. And I'm also drinking on this, Kathy. I'm being bad. I rarely drink soda anymore. In the past, used to drink like a 24 pack in less than 24 hours. So, like, a can every almost every hour, if not more often, because I would drink the entire 24 pack in less than 24 hours. I think there are keto pizzas. I think there's might be a brand, and I think some restaurants maybe make keto pizzas. Kathy, I actually don't do keto. I think my diet is similar to keto because I am a type 2 diabetic, so I have to really watch my carbs. Um, but I also have to really watch my fat because I have had my gallbladder removed. Um, Today is not one of those days, so I'm going to regret it tomorrow. But I actually don't do keto. I'm guessing what I do is very similar, but it's what I do is not actually called keto. No, I'm not on insulin. I'm type 2. Type 1 is the one that's on insulin. However, with the possible diabetic neuropathy in my legs, um, my doctor is talking about if I can't get my numbers under control soon-ish, then we might switch to an injection because I'm on the pills. I'm on, do I have my pills over here? Oops, sorry. Yes, I do have my pills over here. I am on metformin, 500 milligram tablet once a day, and then my glipizide. Sorry, guys, I'm like off of the. Sorry, I didn't recognize the name of a pill. I'm on 5 milligrams of glipizide twice a day. Um, yep, metformin, and it's spelled like that. Metformin, and that should help with my sugar along with the glipizide. It is helping, as is the diet and the exercise, because we had my A1C checked recently just to see where I was at, and it was 6.8, and that's down from 10. It was 10 plus, so it's come down a lot, and I should be below 7, which I'm like right at that threshold. So I'm back to more like borderline diabetic A1C levels. So I'm getting better. Um, so as far as my weight loss goes, um, I started out at 260 pounds, and I fluctuated since I restarted. I've been on this journey for many years, and I've just kind of restarted and restarted and restarted. But November 2017 is when I started this up again and started thinking about maybe doing this over YouTube. I was at 260, and as of today, I am down to 234. I was down to 229, and then I had to. Sorry, my brain's kind of going all over the place. I gained weight back when I started having trouble with my legs and my gallbladder. My gallbladder was so bad. it was ridiculous. I was sick every day, and Jill will tell you because I know Jill personally. And she's heard this like every day. I'm like, oh, my side hurts. I'm getting sick every night. I was so bad off, and I had to wait a couple months before they even took out my gallbladder because my gallbladder, my issues, my symptoms were not typical of gallbladder. They saw that I had gallstones, but they weren't sure that that was really the issue. So they had me on some medication, they ran tests, and finally they're like, we don't see what's going on, so it's up to you if you want your gallbladder taken out. And I said yes. And I will tell you right now, it's the best decision I ever made. I feel so much better in that area. I'm not sick every night anymore. I just feel a hell of a lot better. I'm gonna go back through the chat here because I might have missed some questions. Kathy, I was taking a lot of it, but since I have lost the 178 pounds, she's cut it way down to almost nothing. I'm almost off of it. My blood sugars were absolutely normal now. That is great, Kathy, and I hope that I can get to that point. I think I will. It's just going to take some time. Also, with the possible diabetic neuropathy, my doctor says that it's possible that whatever damage is done, and I can't reverse it. Only because we don't know how long my A1C has been at 10 or above. Because I was only recently diagnosed, but that doesn't mean that my A1C hasn't been over 10 for who knows how long. My A1C has never been tested until I was officially diagnosed. So I'm hoping I can reverse whatever damage has been done. I do have a Samsung phone. I'm not using it right now. I'm on my computer at the moment. But right now I'm in physical therapy for my legs. And I've been to physical therapy for my back. Dunkin' I actually have that on my phone. I love that app. I love it. I actually joined the Together Challenge for this month to do the 200,000 steps, I think it is. I don't have my phone with me. My husband has my phone. He's using it for the hotspot, and he's helping me get Pokestops and stuff. We play Pokemon Go on our phones. So he's doing that for me because I can't walk all that much. Today has been actually really good. I was able to run errands. Yeah, I have that app. I love it. It is hot, guys. It's ridiculously hot. I feel like I can't breathe. It is so humid. Oh, Jill, I am. I've drank. How much water have I drank? I've drank about half a gallon of water today. Plus, I'm working on the Mountain Dew because it's cheat day. I am in Maine. I'm in a little valley town in Maine. And when I say valley, like you can literally see the mountains. I was telling Jill earlier I wanted to do this outside, but my Wi-Fi would not pick up. It would have been like insanely slow and really ridiculous. So yeah, decided I was just going to bring it back in. But I do want to do another little, maybe a walking video, maybe a live walking video, maybe just a walking video. I don't know how my phone's going to do with just like recording a walk. We'll see. I can give it a try. I might do it live because I think that way I can stay on there longer because my phone doesn't record for very, very long. Like 45 minutes at most, I think. I might have to use my inhaler. It is so muggy, I'm finding it really hard to breathe. I wish I could say I'm having trouble breathing because I worked out, but that's not the case. So yeah, I've lost 4 pounds since the last time I weighed in. I was at 238, so now I'm at 234. So I'm closer to what I was before I had the gallbladder surgery, which is good. That makes me feel a heck of a lot better. What other updates? Oh, for those of you who don't know, I know Jill knows, but Kathy and Dunkinun, I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. But for you guys and anyone else who watches this later, I am trans. I'm a trans male. And I'm pre everything. I have not started testosterone. Dunk in one. Okay. Dunk in one. Okay. Thank you. So, again, I'm trans, female to male, pre everything at the moment. How it works in Maine is that before you have to get your testosterone through endocrinology. Before endocrinology will do that, love you too, Jill. Before you can start testosterone, before endocrinology will give you the go ahead, you have to get a referral from a counselor. And it has to be a counselor who works specifically with trans people. Like they have to have the certifications and things for it. So here in Maine, at least in my corner of Maine, there is like no trans specific counselors. Okay, Kathy, if I'm done before yours is over, I will hop over to you. And if I don't catch you saying bye later, then bye, hun. Nice meeting you too. Like I said, I will try to hop over to yours if mine is over. But yeah, there's like hardly any counselors. It took me almost a year to find a trans specific counselor. But I finally found him. And I start counseling on the 9th of this month. So, yay! I'm a step closer to that, to my transition. I'm not sure how long I have to see him before I can get that referral. I think a fellow trans person in the area said they were only with their counselor for like 3 months. So, and they're on T. So, hopefully, I don't have to wait that much longer. Overall, things are going fairly well. The only real issue at the moment that I'm having, as far as my physical health, like losing the weight part is my legs not working, because the majority of my working out was the walking. I was walking 30 minutes to an hour a day and doing other like cardio things and core workouts. With the gallbladder removal, my core is weak again, so I'm just kind of I haven't been trying to work out, but I know I need to start working back up. And then, of course, my walking is like almost impossible. I did a lot of walking today. I've been trying to do more walking. I have to currently use my son's stroller as a walker because I don't have one. That's part of the reason I'm in physical therapy, because they will determine if I need one and, inform my insurance company, hey, Julian needs a walker or, a wheelchair for, as needed use or whatever, however they decide. But right now, I'm not really doing anything as far as workouts. I've been working on my nutrition because with all this health bull going on, it's kind of put me in a rut. So, and I'm an emotional eater and a binger. So, what do you think I've been doing? I've been binging. I've been stress eating. I've been emotional eating. I was, but over the last couple of weeks, I have, kind of reined it in a lot more. So that has attributed to the 4 pounds of weight loss. Emotional eating it sucks. Doesn't it, Jill? It sucks. And it's hard because it's hardwired. It's like an addiction, or really it is an addiction, because your brain, when you're eating, it gives off the dopamine and other feel good chemicals when you're eating. So when you're yes, ice cream. Ice cream, ice cream. And then I regret the ice cream later because I'm lactose intolerant to a degree. And I'm like, why did I do this? And I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm feeling bad about such and such. And then I remember that, and then I eat more ice cream, and then I regret it again. Yeah, I can't have just straight milk. Lactaid? Thanks, Duncan. Thanks for coming. Jill, I will be right back. I'm gonna grab something out of my fridge to show you. All right. This is probably what you need. Lactaid. Me and Rory drink this because we're both lactose intolerant. And I'm gonna run back to the fridge and put this away. Okay, so yeah, Lactaid. It's really good. It's milk, but without the lactate. So you don't get that. You don't feel sick after drinking it, or having it with your other food. Um, exactly what my doctor told me. Yep, it's made a huge difference for me too. And I don't drink milk that often anyway. Literally, the one who drinks all the milk is Rory. And I will get maybe a bowl of cereal out of it, or if I really, really am craving the milk, the dairy, I will have a glass at the end of the night, so he's not begging me for more milk. Yeah, I mean, our bodies will say, "Hey, we need this," so we get that craving. Sometimes our bodies think that we need something and we really don't. Like, this. As I sit here down a 1.25 liter of soda. Some milks are fortified with vitamin D. I'm sorry, Jill. It is good. I'm sorry. The pizza I had was it was a spinach and mushroom pizza. I decided to try it. It was okay. Um it's better warm than it is cold because I had the other part of it cold and it was kind of like, I don't know, it didn't taste very good after that. So, but I ate it anyway because we bought it. That's what I figured too. Like it's healthier than I would normally get. Like we would get either like a pepperoni or a meat lovers type pizza. But I was like, ooh, that sounds good. And it was good. It could have been better. Like I could probably make my own better. I think the issue mostly was I think when they put the pizza together is they didn't like it. It's obvious that the spinach on it is from a can. Or at least that's what it looks like. And I think when it was made that the spinach was not like wrung out first because anything in a can comes with water in it. And you have to drain it and you have to and some like veggies you have to like squeeze out the excess. And I think when these were made because I really like fresh spinach the best. I really don't like the canned stuff. Um, only in like certain dishes, maybe, and only if it's done right. Like, I'm really picky about my spinach, but I do like spinach. Um, oh, yeah, spinach is really good for you. Spinach is awesome. Spinach has lots of iron in it, and that's what I need because I also have anemia. I have a lot of health issues. I'm just sitting here like naming off all my health issues in my head and going, wow, that's a lot of problems. Excuse me. I'm literally sitting here. I wonder what the heck I did in my past life to deserve all these health issues. Holy cow. Because I have degenerative disc disease, arthritis, spinal stenosis, which means the my spinal cavity is like really, really narrow, like tiny narrow. Slaughtered animals. Well, I mean, the gods probably wouldn't like what I like to hunt, but I don't hunt for sport. I hunt for food when I'm able to hunt. So, and I use every part that I can. So, anyway, but yeah, I have the spinal stenosis. I have what else do I have? I have the diabetes. I have high cholesterol. I have PTSD. I have depression. I have anxiety. I have possible diabetic neuropathy. I have, wow. Like, I'm just sitting here naming the things off, and I'm just floored by all the issues that I have. Now, I know that my weight loss will help. Yeah, I hit the jackpot. And I know that my weight loss will help a lot of these issues. Um, does that mean all these issues are going to go away? No, but losing the weight will make them better. I know that. And that's part of why I'm trying so hard to drop this weight. And I'm trying to do it the right way. Uh oh. Jill, you still with me? Because it says 0. You still with me? It says 0. Okay, there you are. All right. I was like, oh no. But yeah, I'm trying to do it the right way. I'm trying to do it slow and steady. Um, I follow a lot of people who have dropped hundreds of pounds in a year. And I don't know, I don't want to put anybody down because everybody's journey is different. So if they're healthy, I'm glad. But dropping hundreds of pounds in just like the span of a year, just kind of, it makes me wonder, like, it makes me worry because I'm legit worried that, after losing all that weight in just such a short time, are you going to be able to maintain it? You have trouble losing weight. Have you talked to your doctor about maybe having your thyroid checked? I always go to that because I don't know. I always think, well, maybe have your thyroid checked first to make sure that that's not an issue. Because if you have a thyroid issue, you can try to lose weight and you might lose some, but then something might happen with your thyroid and then it go back up again. Or do you absolutely know it's just because you have a weakness for ice cream? Well, um, yeah, I would bring it up to your doctor again. Just be like, hey, can we look at my thyroid? When was the last time that was checked? Um, yeah, I would check that out. If you're having inflammation, like in any kind of in any of your lymph nodes or somewhere else in your body, that could be a issue for weight loss, depending on where it is. I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to be a doctor. I always tell people check with their doctor. Always check with your doctor. Um, and if you find out, nope, not even a doctor on TV, though I would think that would be fun to play a doctor on TV. I know enough about some of the, at least some of the things that I have that I could probably play a pretty convincing doctor on TV. Um, but yeah, always check with your doctor and, you know, have that double checked. And if they find out that your thyroid or any other part of that is okay, then I would the next step I would take personally is to ask for a referral for a nutritionist or a dietitian, to kind of sit down. Basically, what they do is they sit down with you and they ask you like what your normal eating habits are. They'll sit there and show you what a serving of such and such is. They'll help you read they'll teach you how to read the labels. Um, and you can go in however often you think you need to. Like I was going once a week for a while, mostly because I wanted to weigh myself once a week, but I don't do that anymore. And I don't see the nutrition. I have enough of the materials that they have given me over the span of time that I went. I basically have all the materials. So I just kind of go, okay, what am I, at this point, I just kind of go, what am I doing wrong? And I look at what I'm, what I'm eating compared to what I have, as far as all the pamphlets and stuff that I was given. And I go, oh, here's the issue. So what can I do to fix that? I'm in the mindset now that I don't really need the dietitian anymore. I also see the diabetic specialist who kind of is doubles as a dietitian, specifically for diabetes. So I still kind of see a dietitian, but not very often. I am trying to breathe. Yeah, I would say I'm pretty set in that area too. Do I screw up? Yeah. I don't even know where I would put an air conditioner if we had one, because we don't have a lot of outlets. We don't even have an outlet in our bathroom, Jill. There's no outlet in the bathroom. None. There's 3 outlets in the living room, 2 outlets here in the dining room. There's 4 outlets, I think 4, in the kitchen, which one doesn't work because the people that came to take care of the lead issue fried one of them. We have 1 outlet in our room, and there's 2 outlets in Rory's rooms. The landlord has been on vacation, as well as the electrician that he calls. He has a specific electrician he uses, like he has a deal with this guy or whatever, and he's also been on vacation. So it's not that they don't want to fix it, but they're not here to fix it. They know that the problem is there. They just have to do it. And they will eventually. Yeah, well, when we moved down to the first floor here. Well, yeah, eventually, because he also has a ton of properties, and not all of them are in the same town. I know he has at least 3 or 4 here in town. And then he's got like one in Liverpool and one, he's got a lot of them. Plus he's got, and he keeps buying more. And I'm just like, dude, stop buying them. Like, you don't need that many. Holy cow. But then again, his nephew gambles the money. So yeah, I think he kind of does need all these places so he can, keep himself floating. But oh my gosh, he has a lot of places. So when I call him and I'm like, hey, we need this fixed, he'll be like, well, I can't do that right now because I'm all the way over here. And I'm working on, such and such here. Yeah, I think ours is the worst because I think ours is one of the oldest buildings. Like the lady next door to us, across the hall, her and her husband used to own this building, and she's in her 90s. So, I mean, this building is really, really old. So there is a lot wrong with it, and it can't all just be fixed right away. So I'm like really trying to be patient and understanding. But that being said, I also have a housing voucher, and if it doesn't get fixed within, a certain amount of time, I'm going to be like making a phone call and being like, so my landlord hasn't fixed this, and it's been like this for however long. I will say, at least when we needed a new refrigerator, um, he came through with that in a few days. We had to actually use our neighbor's fridge for a couple days because it was during a weekend, and he was like, I'm not even home on the, he was like, I'm not home, but Monday I can get you one. He's like, do you have anywhere to put the stuff until then? Oh yeah, we have good neighbors. We have mostly good people in this building. Excuse me, and quite a few good neighbors outside the building too. I like living here. The only thing I don't like about living here is there's like hardly any transportation, uh, public transportation, and there's hardly any jobs out here. Which is why I'm trying to kind of refocus my attention on my tarot readings and my Reiki, hoping to get some business that way so that we can start making money, because I don't want to stay on TANF forever. I don't want to be on welfare forever. But there's like nothing here, and I'm trying to find work outside of this town. And trying to also find housing outside of this town. I was actually thinking about writing a book, actually, Jill. I was talking to Raynar about that last week. I was like, maybe I should start like writing a book or keeping like a specific journal so that I can make it into a book later, like transfer and like write it out as a book. Because holy cow, just write the book. I have to make some notes because uh, journaling kind of helps me keep things like in order. Because my brain is scattered everywhere. And plus, my journey has been going on since like childhood. I have been big my entire life, as far back as I can remember. So I have to kind of like think back about that and kind of go forward. So which is why I say maybe I should like journal it out or like keep notes and then kind of write the book like up to this point, and then just kind of write things as I go up until I lose this weight. That will be fun. I'm also working on other things. When am I going to start? I should probably start that like now. Like right now, I should probably like start that. I was also kind of thinking, did you right this second, huh? Did you see my post today about my starting uh drawing like simple comic stuff? Did you see that post today or yesterday or Whenever I did it, I think I posted it this morning. Because I was also kind of thinking, because I read, well, I'm going to show it to you now. What am I even doing? Like, that's my entire life in one, like, really simple comic. What am I even doing? I say that to myself on a daily basis about everything. But I was thinking, because I read webtoons, and there are a lot of comic artists who do really simple art, and their comics are great, and they have a lot of followers. And I was thinking even doing like a comic about my journey. Just a really simple comic type drawings about my journey. A book cover. That should be the name of my book. What am I even doing? Yeah, I could do the book then too. What am I even doing? Jules' Journey to Hell. Yeah, it really should. What am I even doing? I'm sure so many would pick that book. Oh my gosh, would pick up that book. They'd be like, oh my gosh, that title is so relatable. I need that book. What's it even about? Like, they wouldn't even like look to see what it's about. They're just like, that title's so relatable. I'm gonna buy the book. That would be cool. I'd do something like that, but then again, I just like to read, so I'm like, hey, this is an interesting title. Right? It's going to take me a while to write that entire book. Because I would like for it to span my life up to the point where I have reached my goal weight. And then if I need to write more, I can have another book to write. Like have like my own like little series of books. Write the title. Well, I did. It's what am I even doing? Maybe I should just do like a comic, like literally just the book be comic form. Tell my story through comics and just publish it. Oh gosh. So many ideas. See, that's the other thing. Like I have a ton of ideas and then I have to get them down on paper. Well, some of them would be funny. I could do some funny things. Like I could do a comic of, the night Raynar saw me eating an entire tub of ice cream by myself at 2 in the morning. Yeah. That would be fun. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, it's almost been an hour. I'm not proud of this either. I can see that line. I'm not proud of this either. Go away. Turn around. Don't look at me. It says 50 minutes and 5 seconds, and the boys are back. So I'm going to call this the end of the live stream. Thank you for joining me, Jill, Kathy, and oh my gosh. I forgot how to say their name again. So I'm going through. I sound like a dying animal. Drunken One. Drunken One. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Jill. Okay. That is the end of the live stream. Thank you, Jill, Drunken One, and Totally Kathy for joining me. And I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a great day, Jill. I'm glad you came. I'm glad somebody came. I love doing these live streams. Excuse me again. And because it's my tagline now, whatever it is you're doing, just keep going. Okay.